Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Yes, it is February, and I have the ultimate Valentine's Day fragrance guide going for you all. This is fun. It is classified and broken down into 3 categories. The first category is roses that we're going to discuss. Then we have the category of chocolate, and then the last category is fruits, meaning strawberries or cherries. Yes, because those are like the peak fruits for Valentine's Day. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These and we're here. Yes, it's the ultimate Valentine's Day fragrance guide, buying guide, however you want to feel about it, or if you're the person trying to pick out your scent for the day, hopefully this gives you a little bit of direction of how you want to go. But as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm rocking out with one of my newer lipsticks. I showed you all this in my latest makeup haul, makeup tutorial and things. This is MAC Hodgepodge. It just came out in the new MAC Nudes collection. This is a cool toned brown color. Love it. This color isn't being talked about enough for me. It needs to be hyped more because it has a nice sheen to it and everything. Yeah, everything on my face as well as all the fragrances I discussed will be in the description box linked and or tagged, so you do not have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and you know what, we're keeping it clean, we're keeping it cool, keeping it fresh today. So we're rocking out with MFK's 724. Yes, I have finally picked this one up. It was a sample that got upgraded to a full-size bottle. So yeah, spoiler alert, I am enjoying this one and I will continue to wear it, and then a full dedicated review will happen as always. Again, fragrance of the day is MFK's 724. And now let's get started with the rose category. So for the rose category of fragrances, I have 4 that came to mind. They're just like giving me what I need for Valentine's Day this year. Some of these are classics that I've talked about before in the past. I've even worn on Valentine's Day. So yeah, let's get on into it. The first one we're gonna talk about, you all, is this one, Thameen Peregrina. If you've been in the fragrance community for at least 2 years, you have heard about this fragrance because it had a run here in the YouTube fragrance community, to be specific. Y'all, this right here, beautiful. And I've told y'all, this is a date night rose scent for me. There's main notes of Damascene rose, lily of the valley, jasmine, gardenia. It's the middle notes that really sell this fragrance because there's caramel in here, there's myrrh and ylang ylang in here too, and there's amber and vanilla in here. Then there's a musk and powdery accord in the base. But the main things though, it's the rose, the caramel, and then that incensiness which comes from that myrrh, in my opinion. Yes, this is a rose with a little bit of sexiness to it, and I like it. It also has a little bit of sweetness to it too, so it's not too floral, but it's also not too gourmand at the same time. It's a very good blend, so that's why I highly recommend Thameen Peregrina for a rose-based fragrance for Valentine's Day. Now this next one, I've been giving it a lot of love here on the channel, and it's rightly so because this one is good, it's excellent, and it's not new. This is from the house of Xerjoff, you all, and this is Xerjoff's Cambridge Club from the JTC collection. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I told you I did a massive comparison on this style of fragrance, this style of DNA, and this one is my favorite. Definitely check that video out if you haven't already. But y'all, Bulgarian rose up top, we have rose and coriander in the middle, and then we have caramel and bourbon vanilla in the base. This is excellent. This is sweet, but also still floral, sexy. It even smells like there might even be some coffee in here too, possibly. It isn't officially listed, but I can tell there's a hint of it in here. But this is so well blended. If you know anything, if you know nothing else about the house of Xerjoff, is that they do blending well. Their fragrances are not screechy, not super loud, in my opinion. The notes seemingly go well together, and Cambridge Club is like a perfect example of how they blend things. Wow, this is beautiful. Sweet, but also floral at the same time, and it works. So Xerjoff's Cambridge Club, highly recommend as a rose fragrance. You all know I was obsessed with this one for a year, then I finally got a bottle of it. From the house of Givenchy, you all, we have Irresistible Rose Velvet. Obsessed. I'm still obsessed with this one. That's why you've been seeing it so much lately, because this one is giving me what I need for Valentine's Day, you all. So we got black currant rose water. We got iris in here. We also have patchouli and some woodsy notes in the base. Classically feminine scent. Floral up top with a woody base. So this one lasts and goes the distance too. This is for my ladies that want more of a classic take on, say, rose water, but you still want to have some oomph and a little bit of a powdery effect too. That's why I highly recommend going the Givenchy Rose Velvet route. It's just giving me a bouquet of roses, and I'm here for that. And plus, you know, I think of roses and Valentine's Day, they go hand in hand together. So this one had to be in the rose category for sure. And that again is Givenchy's Irresistible Rose Velvet. Last fragrance in the rose category, y'all. This one's an oldie but goodie, and we have from the house of Jo Malone, and this is Velvet Rose and Oud from their Cologne Intense line. I have the old packaging, they have new packaging. I just want to note that for you all. But yes, Velvet Rose and Oud, I've even done this dedicated review on the channel years ago. Notes are super simple for this one, you all. We have rose, we have oud, we have praline and cloves in here. And let me tell you something, this one packs a punch. Truly, this is a rose and oud scent. Kind of incensey because of that clove. So this is a cold weather rose. I would recommend this one if you know you're in a colder climate. It's going to be cold that night, or whatever day you decide to celebrate Valentine's Day on. It's going to be chilly, coat, scarf weather. This is the one to pull out because it can stand up to it. But it still holds its romantic nature because the rose in it is so realistic that it's beautiful to me. So I highly recommend, again, Jo Malone's Velvet Rose and Oud as your deep, dark rose scent. And now we're transitioning to the chocolate category of fragrances. Now, the criteria for this category was you had to have a note of chocolate of some form, doesn't matter, white, dark, semi-sweet, doesn't matter, or cacao in here too, because that is where chocolate comes from as well. So that was the basis for this next category. So first up, this is one, you all, when I smelled this one, I was like, ooh, we own to something here. This is really good, you all. This is from the house of Xerjoff again, and you gotta know this Xerjoff is all up through this video, but we have Via Cavour 1. This is a fragrance that it became readily available everywhere, I wanna say last year, because that's when I picked up my bottle, but it's still not really talked about a whole lot, but I'm gonna talk about it today because it deserves to be talked about because this is good. Again, I had a sample of it first and I upgraded to the full size bottle. So you all, we have notes of quince, we have white peach, and then in the middle we have rose, and then we have dark chocolate. Then in the base, you all, we have caramel and vanilla. So you get the tart fruity notes up top, but then you get the gourmandy notes in the middle and the base. And let me tell you, that dark chocolate note really comes out on the skin. This one is unique, you all. It's a unique blend because you go from quince, then you go to chocolate, and then you go to caramel and vanilla. So this one is giving me my fruity chocolate fix. Think like whenever you get like fruit covered chocolate, say like an edible arrangements or something that's been dipped. That's what this fragrance kind of puts me in the mind of. So that's why I put it on the list, y'all. But yes, Xerjoff's Via Cavour 1. Highly recommend this one because it is unique, and most importantly, it has a dark chocolate note. Now this next fragrance is not a stranger to the channel. This one is a certified scent memory in my collection, so it's never going anywhere, at least no time soon, let me say that. But you all, this right here is Bon Numéro's Chelsea Nights. Yes, Chelsea Nights. This one, I told you all when I smelled it, I was like, oh, wow, blown away. And you all know I had to get a bottle of it, right? So let's get into the notes, y'all. We have saffron, we have cocoa, and then we have in the middle, we have myrrh, we have cedarwood and oud in the middle, and then we also have tuberose. Then we have amber, vanilla, suede, and patchouli. It's the saffron and the cocoa that are the stars of the show in this fragrance. And the oud comes through later because that's what helps it to stick to you. But again, the saffron and the cocoa in here. And as the name suggests, this is a nighttime scent. This is, we are going out. This is more so like a fun Valentine's Day to me. So you all might be going to like a salsa class or something, doing something where there's gonna be movements and things. This is giving me that. Maybe you're going dancing at a club or something, like, I don't know. But for me, it just seems like you need to be in motion with this scent because of the scent trail this scent leaves. People don't know it's you, and it's giving what it needs to give. But alas, yes, Bon Numéro's Chelsea Nights. Highly recommend this as a chocolate option for Valentine's Day. Now this next one is newer to the collection. It's also a new release, but it's giving me what we need because it's giving the dessert feel that we want, and particularly the chocolate feel that we want. This, you all, is from the house of Chabot, and this is Mon Tiramisu. Yes, Mon Tiramisu, as the name suggests, this smells like tiramisu. But in particular, the notes, you all, we got whipped cream and coffee in here with vanilla. We have biscuit, we have coconut milk, and then in the base, y'all, we have chocolate, sandalwood, and musk. And for me, the whipped cream is prominent and the chocolate are super prominent in here. And there is a fluffiness about it, which, to be fair, how tiramisu is kind of a light dessert in my opinion, but you do get the chocolate aspects of it. They embody the dessert well in here, but most importantly, I get the chocolate note because that's what we care about for Valentine's Day. This is not a very well executed gourmand fragrance that's a little bit on the whipped and airy side. It's not too thick and heavy, so it's still good for a cozy night. So I'm enjoying this one, again, newer to the collection and a newer release. And this is Chabot's Mon Tiramisu. Now this next one, I'm still playing with my sample on it. I even have another sample of it. But we couldn't do chocolate without mentioning this one, you all. And this is from the house of Guerlain, you all. And this is Fève Gourmand. Yes, I still have my official sample from when I got a purchase and everything. This is so good. And I'm almost out of this. I actually wore this fragrance as my date night scent for Valentine's Day for 2024. So this one already has a scent memory attached to it. It's peak Valentine's Day. If you all see a full-size bottle of it soon, it's just, you know why, you know why. But you all, cacao, rum, spices, we got smoke, we got rose, we got patchouli in here, and also tea in this fragrance. This is excellent. This is a perfumey chocolate fragrance is what it is. And the patchouli in here, yes, it's there, but it's not overpowering. The star of the show is the chocolate note and that kind of rumminess in here. This is pretty, very well executed, a gorgeous, unique scent. Again, we don't get chocolate every day, and this one is a more chocolate focused fragrance, so it's like prominent up front. So that's why I could not do this video and not mention Fève Gourmand. Me and this sample, we're gonna keep going and going and going until we're gonna have to get that full-size bottle. But yes, Fève Gourmand from the House of Guerlain, you all. And now for the last portion of this video, and this is the fruit category, aka strawberries and cherries is what we have. So we have 2 for each, and we're gonna have some fun here because I enjoy really smelling this category. They all brought me joy, so let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about one I haven't talked about in a minute on the channel because I fell in love with it back in the springtime, but hey, spring will be here before we know it. You all, but it's a cherry fragrance, and this right here is Creed's Carmina. Yes, do y'all remember her? Carmina? Creed has come out with a whole bunch of other things since then, but Carmina, she good. She's really good. She won me over. This one from a okay to a love very quickly. So you all, we got black cherry in here, which is the main notes. Saffron, pink pepper, we got rose in here, we got peony, cashmere wood, we got ambroxan myrrh and frankincense. But for me, the star is the cherry note on the skin, the cherry note and the peony, and then you do get the myrrh and frankincense and things to hug the skin and gives it a little bit more oomph. But the black cherry is definitely prominent. It's good. It's good. Very feminine at the same time. Feminine, you can still get away with wearing this in the daytime because it's still not too dark. Like how it's done. It has personality, but it isn't so dark that it almost goes masculine in my opinion. This is good. This is really, really good. And most importantly, we're here for the cherry note in it, the black cherry note. So I highly recommend checking out Creed's Carmina, which a lot of you all probably have already tested it or probably already have it. So I'm saying, you know, reach back in the collection and pull her out because she's giving what we need for the fruit note in here, and that is cherry. And staying with cherry, now let's go a little bit more on the fun and playful side of cherry. And I had to recommend this one right here, the new Clean Reserve Whipped Cherry. You all have seen me talk about this one. I've already done a dedicated review on it as well. This one is fun and it smells so juicy. So juicy, you all. Of course, there is cherry in here. There's also coconut water. There's like vanilla cream in here too, y'all. There's a juicy, whipped, fun aspect to this cherry that is good. It's more complex. I want to say there's even some praline in here too, and I love a good praline note. So if you want more of a watery, juicy, but also like cherry cream type of scent, highly recommend this one right here. This is the Whipped Cherry from Clean Reserve. This was fun and a good time. This one's kind of giving, you know, after the date. That one, I'm gonna just leave it at that, you know. Whipped cherry is giving that. Even with the imagery of everything with the cherries, whipped cream, and all that. Yeah, y'all got it. But last, Clean Reserve Whipped Cherry, y'all. Next up, now we're going into the strawberry fragrances. I had to put this one in here because I wore it the other day. It was giving me what I need, you all. And this is Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Yes, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Because it's been warmer. Yes, keynote, y'all. We have freesia, we got strawberry, of course, pink marshmallow, creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. Powdery sweet strawberries is what this is giving me. Fun, happy, playful. And by the way, this hugs some fabric too because I can still smell this on my sweater I had on the other day. This is hugging some fabric more. This is getting stronger. I'm here for that. But fun, fluffy strawberry fragrance, girly, playful, fun. This would be good to say if you're going on like a first date for Valentine's Day, which by the way, I've done it before in the past. So it's good for that, you know, new beginnings on Valentine's Day, they can happen. You know, it's a rom-com moment. For the last, if you're looking for a strawberry scent that's kind of fun, happy, and on the lighter side, I would go in with the Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow fragrance. And the final fragrance on this list to round things out in the strawberry category, you all, I had to do it. I took one of my faves to remind me of this scent. I was like, wait a minute, I have that scent. That is like everything. Y'all, Xerjoff's La Capitale. This right here, if you've been in the fragrance community any amount of time, you already know this one is a strawberry lover's dream, but a complex strawberry. And I'm explaining what I mean because there's caramel in here, there's peach, and there's also strawberry, of course. There's also ginger, we have saffron, we got leather, rose, and amber in here too, y'all. And then we also have benzoin, oud, and bourbon vanilla in this scent. So yes, this is a strawberry scent, but this is a niche strawberry scent. It is definitely that. But at the same time though, it's not too heavy. It isn't. I've actually reviewed this one already. It has a full dedicated review. You have to check it out. But for me, I get the strawberry, I get the peach, I get the caramel, and in my opinion, I do get the oud and the leather in the base, but they're soft. So this is one, like I said, if you still want to smell fruity, but you kind of want to add a little edge to your fruit scent situation, because this one has the leather and the oud in it again, go with Zerjoff's La Capitale. So highly recommend this one for the kind of good girl that's leaning to a bad girl situation. I'm okay with that. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my ultimate Valentine's Day fragrance suggestion, buying guide, whatever you want to call it. For the last, this is my master list of Valentine's Day fragrances for 2025. Let me know what you think. Again, we did roses, we did chocolate, we also did fruits. So let me know what you think about my selections and picks. Also, what do you think you plan on wearing? Also, what is your favorite in the categories? Drop them in the comments below. I will read them and respond when I can. But alas, I will catch y'all until the next video. Bye, elves.